Okay, so let's begin with lecture number 30, and where we'll continue our discussion where we left in the last lecture on the high resolution scheme. So if you just quickly recall, on the last lecture, this is the NVD diagram, which we call it the normalized variable diagram, and we are looking at it the functional representation of the phase value using this kind of representation. And we have already seen how the mean mode scheme can be represented, how the bounded CD can be represented, then the Usher scheme and smart scheme. So this is the representation of the mean mode, this is bounded CD, this is Usher, this is smart. Now we can see how one can look at the Muscle scheme. So this Muscle scheme says this phase value could be 2 phi c when phi c tilde lies between 1/4 and 0. That means this will be between here and here, this is 2 phi c. So this is the 2 phi c slope, and then it is phi c tilde plus 1/4 when phi c tilde lies between 3/4 and 1/4. So between that it goes phi c plus 1/4 till 3/4, which could be, this is the point which is 3/4, and then it is become 1 between 1 and 3/4, which is the constant value, and other than that, that is elsewhere it is phi c. So other than that it is phi c. So the Muscle scheme is kind of splitted on this normalized variable in 4 different segment. So that is how you represent the muscle. Now you look at the STOIC scheme. So what it does? The STOIC says you use phi f when it is half phi tilde plus half when phi c tilde lies between half and 0. That means 0 and half, it is half plus phi tilde. So this is the line. Then it is 3/4 phi by c by 3/8 if it is lies between 5/6 and half. So half and 5/6, this is the line, and after that it is 1 which is between 5/6 and 1, and elsewhere it is phi c. So elsewhere this is 1. So that is how the STOIC profile. And Super B profile, which is this one, this has phi f equals to half plus half phi c tilde if phi c tilde lies between half and 0. That means 0 to half, it follows this profile, then it follows 3/2 phi c tilde when phi c tilde is 2/3 and half, 2/3 is this point. So this follows that, then it is 1 when phi c tilde is between 1 and 2/3, and it is phi c elsewhere, it goes like that. So these are the different schemes which are represented with this kind of. Now there are few more like this smart or STOIC or Super B, they are modified version. So this is modified smart, this is modified STOIC, and this is modified Super B. And once they are modified, so they are kind of having a slightly involved profiles. So, first look at modified smart profile, what it says. So, one can easily see from this figure that there is a profile which goes from 1 to 0 to 1 by 6, then there is a segment between 1 by 6 to half, then half to 7 by 10 and then 7 by 10 to 1. So, exactly this is how the phi f is going to be. It is 3 phi c when phi c tilde is between 1 by 6 and 0, it is 3 by 4 phi c plus 3 by 8 when phi c tilde lies between 7 by 10 and 1 by 6, that is 1 by 6 and 7 by 10, and then 1 by 3 phi c plus 2 by 3 when this is lies between 1 and 7 by 10, and finally phi c tilde elsewhere. So, in between 7 by 10. So, one profile is this, another profile is this, another is this, and finally this. That is how the modified smart does. So, you split in 4 different segment. Similarly, how modified stoic is splitted over, we said phi f equals to 3 phi c when phi c tilde lies between 1 by 5 and 0. So, 0 to 1 by 5, this is the profile. Now, when phi c tilde lies between half and 1 by 5, it is half phi c tilde plus half. So, it is 1 by 5 and half, this is another profile, and then it is between 7 by 10 and half, where it is 3 by 4 phi c plus 3 by 8. So, half and 7 by 10, this is the profile, and then finally it between 1 and 7 by 10, which is 1/3 phi c plus 2/3. So, 7 by 10 to 1 is like that, and then finally it is phi c elsewhere. So, it goes like that. So, these are the different segment where you divide the profile, and then the one which remains is the modified super B. So, modified super B, which is phi f equals to, phi f tilde equals to 2 phi c if phi c tilde lies between 1/3 and 0. So, that means this goes with this profile 0 to 1/3, and then half phi c tilde plus half, which goes from 1/3 phi c tilde less than half. So, 1/3 to half, this is the second profile, and then it follows 3 by 2 phi c, which is half phi c tilde less than 2 by 3, half to 2 by 3, and then 1, where it goes between 1 to 2 by 3, it stays there, and then elsewhere like that. elsewhere phi c. So, that is how. Now, there are some other methodology which are also exist in the literature like CLAM, CLAM, Utopia, SHARP, Ultra SHARP, so these are also different schemes. One can have a different profile based on this NVD and NVF. So, that gives you the platform or provide us the platform to start developing the TBD kind of framework. So, once we come to the TBD framework, so which means the total variational diminishing framework. So, what it does that in solving numerically the advection partial differential equation for a variable phi, the total variation of a variable phi should vanish between phi I plus 1 minus phi I, where I represent the index of a node in spatial domain. So, the total in numerical method can be said as a TBD scheme if TV total variation in the solution does not increase with time. So, that is the then the scheme can be said total variational diminishing scheme, TBD scheme. So, mathematically if one has to represent that, so it means the total variation of phi t plus delta t should be less than TV phi at t. So, the total variation at tth time step should be higher than the next time level. So, this is a monotonically or monotonicity preserving scheme. TBD schemes are all monotonicity preserving scheme. Unless the monotonicity is preserved, this actually lose out the property of the higher order resolution with stability. So, that means monotonicity preserving scheme which says that it does not create any new local extrema within the solution domain, That means in other way one can say that the value of a local minimum is non decreasing and the value of local maximum is non increasing. So, now we can actually discuss the methodology for this kind of or construction of the TBD scheme. So, to start with, we can start the unsteady one dimensional convection equation which is rho u phi. This is on the, so this is 1D unsteady convection equation. So, we start with that. So, once we start with that, then general discretized form for the right hand side, you use some sort of an 5-point stencil, so that you can derive an higher order scheme for the right hand side and the discretized equation for the right hand side, one can write minus A phi c minus phi u plus B phi d minus phi c, where u, c, d, c is the cell which is concerned, u is the upstream cell, d is the downstream node. Okay. Now, one can see this, if this is c and the velocity direction is this is upstream, this is downstream. So, that is how it is represented. Now, for this condition for this TBD scheme or monotone is for coefficient for unit mass flow rate to satisfy couple of inequalities. One is that A greater than 0 and B greater than 0 and A plus B must be less than 1 and greater than 0, where A and B, these are adopted from different convection scheme. So, these are adopted from different convection scheme. Now, you can refer back to the convection scheme that we have just discussed. So, one can find that the first order upwind scheme is very diffusive, while the second order central difference scheme is highly dispersive. So, the need for this is that we want to lie between somewhere where both the flavor of upwind and central differentiating scheme they are preserved, so that we can minimize the diffusion as well as dispersion errors. So, what can construct scheme such that the phase value can be constructed like half of phi d plus phi c equals to phi c plus half of phi d minus phi c. So, this is your C D, this is your upwind and this is your sort of anti-diffusive flux. So, one can like that. So, C, D and all these are the standard notation of the upstream and downstream point. Now, the central difference scheme can be written in sum of this upwind and this anti-diffusive flux. Now, the flux is desirable as it makes the scheme second order. So, this makes it second order accurate. Now, the side effect is the unphysical oscillation it creates due to the decrease in numerical diffusion. So, one has to have a better approach where the portion of this anti-diffusive flux is added to this upwind scheme in such a way that second order accuracy is maintained, but at the same time you get less dispersion and less diffusion error. So, that is why one way to do that is that to multiply this flux or this anti-diffusion flux by a limiter function. So, also called the flux limiter or something like that, also called flux limiter in this. So, once you do that, that will prevent excessive use in the region where oscillation might occur. while maximizing its contribution in the smooth areas. So, one can denote such limiter like psi r. R is usually taken the ratio of two consecutive gradients, and phi f can be calculated as phi c plus half of psi r f phi d minus phi c, where r f is phi c minus phi u and phi d minus phi c. So, u is the upstream node, d is the downstream node, and c is the node which we are concerned. Now, in order to preserve the sign of antidiffusive flux, this psi r f is always greater than 0. So, now one can develop a TBD scheme which reduces to finding limiters that will make the numerical scheme a TBD based scheme or monotonicity preserving scheme. So, the condition that these limiters have to satisfy in order to have a convection scheme to be monotonicity preserving is that the how we can get to get a different scheme. Now, we can write like you consider this one dimensional stencil, where this is the cell which are concerned, and then you have a west, east. So, that is typically a stencil of one dimension, where you have a node C, this is east, this is essentially your downstream, this is west, that standard discretized system. And now, if one has to write, this face is the east face, this is the W face, m dot E phi E, then one has to write phi c plus half of psi, that is in one dimensional 1D stencil in discretized indexing. So, R E plus phi E minus phi C multiplied with m dot E 0 minus phi E plus half psi R E minus phi C minus phi E multiplied with m dot E 0, and similarly m dot W, phi W equals to phi C plus half of psi R W plus phi W minus phi C, which is m W 0 minus phi W plus half of psi R W minus phi C minus phi W minus m dot W 0, like that, where R E plus is the ratio of the gradients at the east face, the positive side. So, it should be phi C minus phi W divided by phi E minus phi C. R E minus is phi E minus, this is E E and this is W W, minus phi E E divided by phi C minus phi E. R W plus is phi C minus phi E divided by phi w minus phi c, and at w minus equals to, that will take care of this and this node. So, it will become phi w minus phi w w, phi c minus phi w. Now, simply the derivation which one can actually rearrange this, and the right hand side will become that minus m dot e, which phi c plus half psi r e plus phi e minus phi c minus m dot w phi w plus half psi r w minus phi c minus phi w. Why the continuity equation gives m dot e plus m dot w equals to 0, that means m dot w equals to minus m dot e. So, that is from the continuity one can get from the mass conservation. Now, once we apply this, what we can write this right hand side term is that minus m dot e 1 plus half psi r e plus phi e minus phi c divided by phi c minus phi w minus half psi r w minus multiplied with phi c minus phi w. This one actually 1 by r e plus. So, if you write m dot e 1 plus half psi r e plus by r e plus minus half psi r e w minus multiplied with phi c minus phi w. So, once you comparing this particular equation with the, so this is the equation, and we started with the equation where del phi by del rho phi by del t equals to minus del x of rho u phi. So, when you compare these two equations, what one can say that which was the written as from there, the right hand side which was written at minus a phi c minus phi u plus b phi d minus phi c. So, once these two right hand side, these two are compared, one can say a is half plus half psi r e plus by r e plus minus half psi r e w minus, and b is 0. So, for this scheme to be a TBD based scheme, what it has to have 0 1 plus half psi r e plus by r e plus minus half psi r w minus less than 1. So, to have the scheme to be a TBD based scheme like this, which if you expand, so this was the stencil we are talking about. Now, if we expand that one, what it shows is that 1, so what it shows 1 plus half psi r by r minus half of psi r greater than equals to 0, which means half of psi r by r minus half of psi r greater than equals to minus 1, that leads to psi r minus psi r by r less than equals to 2. So, that is one system that you get, and the other one that one can get is that 1 plus half psi r by r minus half psi r less than equals to 1, that means half psi r by r minus r less than 0, psi r minus psi r by r greater than 0. Now, if you combine these two, it simplifies to psi r minus psi r by r, the 2 and this side it is 0. So, in addition to psi r greater than 0, a condition is also imposed that psi r whereby psi r 0 for negative values of r. So, now this condition will be satisfied if psi r less than equals to 2 and psi r less than equals to 2 r. So, combining all of this to produce a TBD scheme, a criteria similar to that CVC or CBC can be developed, where one can write psi r equals to mean of 2r and 2 when r greater than 0 and 0 when r less than equals to 0. So, that is the condition that one can devise, and this condition can be seen in the psi r diagram. This is called the psi r diagram, and this is the region which is TBD monotonicity region, where it is satisfied. This is also called Swebe diagram. So, this satisfied this criteria of psi r equals to mean of 2r and 2 and 0 where r greater than 0 and r less than 0. So, these are the zone which is TBD monotonicities. So, if you look at this, the simply you can grasp the formulation of TBD scheme. Any flux limiter psi r which is which lies within the TBD monotonicity region will yield an TBD scheme, or this diagram is very similar to that NVD diagram, normalized variable diagram, that we discussed earlier. Now, the limiters for all these schemes presented so far can be derived, and their functional relationship can be also drawn on this particular diagram. For let us say very specifically limiter of central difference scheme can be easily obtained, where psi rf for CD scheme would be 1, while same thing for second order upwind scheme can be computed as phi f equals to phi c plus half s rf phi d minus phi c, which is 3 by 2 phi c minus half phi u. So, which gets you back for second order upwind, it is phi c minus phi u divided by phi d minus phi c, nothing but rf. So, this can be displaced here. This is the diagram, so which shows the limiters for second order upwind and CD in this psi r diagram. So, one can see that psi, if from this diagram you can notice, if psi r f equals 0 for for Rf less than 0. So, Rf less than 0, psi Rf is 0, the second order accuracy is actually lost at extrema of the solution. Now, both these second order upwind and CD, they are actually by nature second order scheme and accurate, and which can see clearly pass through the point 1 1, both this and this, but neither the downwind scheme or upwind scheme pass through this point. So, also one can, so thus it is very clear that the scheme to be a second order accurate, it has to pass through this coordinate 1 1, and the limiter should lie in the region which is bordered by second order upwind and the CD scheme. So, the all the scheme which has to pass through or which is supposed to pass through 1 1 and lie within this border, they will be of second order accurate. And so, the corresponding region one can show in the NVD. So, if you look at, this is the region on normalized variable diagram. So, here we are trying to make a one-to-one correspondence between NVD and the psi R diagram, because psi R diagram is going to get you the TBD different class or variant of TBD scheme. Now, here if you put the monotonicity region on a for a second order scheme lies in this shaded region, which is bounded between the CD and the SO. So, this is the zone which is actually going to be the second order accurate scheme, or that will provide the second order accurate scheme. Now, once we adopting this approach and the procedure which we followed for the second order upwind scheme, the functional relationship of the limiters for any higher order scheme can be formulated. For example, this is the higher order schemes functional relationship. So, we can say upwind scheme, the psi Rf is 0. Now, for downwind scheme, psi Rf equals to 2, and then we see this, we can see these things in the psi Rf diagram here, which nicely shows the, this is the region where all the monotonicity preserving scheme can be found in this particular shaded region, and this is the psi R diagram for higher order scheme and TBD monotonicity preserving scheme. So, here if you get, as we said, the upwind scheme will provide you psi Rf equals to 0, that is the upwind scheme which lies here. Now, for downwind scheme, the psi Rf is 2, which is lying there, this is the constant line. Then from scheme, the psi Rf is half of Rf by 2. So, that is what the from scheme. Second order upwind, so psi Rf is Rf. So, that pass through the 0 0 and 1 1. Then CD, where psi Rf is 1, that is where it is constant, and then you have quick which is psi Rf equals to 3 plus Rf by 4. So, this is the line for quick. Now, the from scheme is essentially the average of CD and second order upwind scheme, and its function or relationship can be presented like phi f equals to half of phi c plus phi d by 2 plus 3 by 2 phi c minus phi u by 2, which is nothing but phi c plus phi d minus phi u by 4, and phi f equals to phi c plus half psi R f phi d minus phi c, which leads to that psi R f equals to 1 plus R f by 2. That is what you get. Now, all these are shown here. So, the limiting psi R f of various schemes are also given, and the schemes which pass through this and lie within the shaded region, they will give you different kind of higher order TBD based scheme. Now, another thing is that many TBD scheme which are there available in the literature, the limiters for a number of them we can see, and the functional relationship of their limiters can be also presented. So, here we can see some of these limiters like mean mode limiter, Ussher limiter, Marshall limiter. So, these are all shown in the psi R diagram. So, these are limiters in psi R diagram. So, this is what it shows. Now, how one can actually get this functional form for all this? So, for let us say we start with the mean mode limiter. For mean mode limiter, psi Rf is between maximum of 0, minimum of 1 and 2 Rf, comma minimum of 2 and Rf. So, that is how it takes. So, it is the maximum of one of these three, and there either it could be minimum on 1 or 2 Rf or minimum of 2 and Rf. So, that is where the mean mode limiter is picked up. Then similarly, Ussher limiters. Ussher, the psi Rf is maximum of 0, minimum of 2 and Rf. So, it is taken the 0 and the minimum between 2 and Rf. If you look at the Marshall, so Marshall it is psi Rf equals to max of 0, minimum of 2 Rf, comma Rf plus 1 by 2, comma 2. So, this is between 3 parameters. That is how the Marshall limiters work, and in between that there would be Van Leer limiter. So, the Van Leer limiter, which is very popular limiter in the high speed flows or the compressible formulations, this is used. So, that is Van Leer, and then Super B. Super B, which is psi Rf equals to max of 0, minimum of 1 2 RF, minimum of 2 comma RF. So, this is how one can define these limiters, and they are presented in this diagram. So, these are the preserving calculations for this. So, all these are the shaded regions here, these are going to provide the TBD kind of scheme. This, then here this, so this, all these shaded regions are going to provide the TBD based scheme. Now, so once you find out this psi r relationship, and one can actually form this higher order TBD based scheme, which are going to be monotonicity preserving, and we have seen what are the limiters for that. Now, the second is that we can find out the NBF and TBD relation, which is going to be very important, so that both NBF and TBD formulation, what it offers is that the one unique thing is boundedness. So, through different ways. So, now one can achieve this relationship by first deriving a relation between RF and normalized phi tilde, then we can compare between NBF and CBC with the TBD CBC, and then finally can find out the general transformation that allows the functional relationship of any TBD schemes to be written in NBF. So, that will allow to write that down. First we need to find out this, then use the information of NBM CBC relationship along with the information of TBD CBC, we can actually find out this information. Now, so how we proceed about that? To proceed, first we need to find out the relationship between RF and phi c tilde. So, the definition of RF says it is the ratio between two consecutive gradients, which is phi d minus phi c. Now, one can write that phi c minus phi u divided by phi d minus phi u, and denominator you can have phi d, phi u plus phi u minus phi c. So, what it does, it just divide by both numerator and denominator by phi d minus phi u, which will cancel out, and also this phi d minus phi c you add phi u and then subtract the same amount. So, it is a algebraic manipulation which will lead to phi c tilde by 1 minus phi c tilde. So, that essentially provides phi c tilde equals to RF by 1 plus RF. So, that is the relationship that one can obtain between phi c tilde and RF. Now, using this information of linear scheme, one can be compared in two different frameworks. So, the limiter psi RF equals to 0, which actually represents the upwind scheme in TBD formulation, is also equivalent to the upwind scheme, also equivalent to the upwind scheme in NVF formulation. So, that is where, that means this will tell you phi f tilde is equal to phi c. So, this follows the fact that psi r f equals to 0, that means phi f equals to phi u, which in other way round phi f tilde is phi c tilde. So, the upwind scheme is imposed as a limit for the TBD CBC when RF is less than 0, and the similar or equivalent condition in NVF CBC. So, this is the condition for the TBD CBC and this is the condition in NVF CBC is RF less than equals to 0. So, that tells us phi c tilde 1 my phi c tilde less than 0, that is phi c tilde less than 0 or phi c tilde greater than 1. So, this also represent the condition for imposing upwind scheme in the NVF CBC. Now, in addition to that, on NVF CBC, the functional relationship has to increase monotonically in the region where, so the monotonically increasing functional relationship has to satisfy this condition, phi c tilde lies between 0 to 1. So, now if you recall your psi r diagram, this extends the region in psi r diagram, like RF goes to plus infinity and it is between 0. So, this is the condition you get in psi r diagram. So, now the phi c tilde tends to 1, which will get you RF equals to phi c tilde by 1 minus phi c tilde, which tends to infinity or positive infinity. Now, further you have this TBD CBC condition, which is psi RF less than equals to 2. So, the psi RF less than equals to 2, it is in TBD CBC. This equivalent condition in NVF CBC would be psi RF equals to 2, which will get you back phi f equals to phi c plus half psi RF into phi d minus phi c. That means phi f equals to phi c plus phi d minus phi c, which means phi f tilde is 1. So, psi RF less than equals to 2 gets you back in NBD CBC less than equals to 1. So, whatever the functional or the conditions here in the TBD CBC, equivalent conditions one can find out in NBF CBC. Now, if this condition is satisfied in TBD scheme, this condition needs to be satisfied in NBF conditions. So, the last condition which is imposed on the TBD CBC is that psi RF less than 2 RF. Then the equivalent condition here one can find out equals to 2 RF. Now, phi f equals to phi c plus psi RF by 2 into phi d minus phi c. So, that will get you phi c minus phi c by phi u, phi d minus phi u multiplied by phi d minus phi c, that is 2 phi c minus phi u. Now, that is what you get, phi f minus phi u equals to 2 phi c minus 2 phi u. It is an algebraic calculation, and that get you phi f tilde equals to 2 phi c tilde. So, the condition which will satisfy it here, psi RF less than 2 RF, the equivalent condition is phi f tilde equals to 2 phi c. So, this is slightly more restrictive than the NBF CBC and is only difference between two formulation. Now, based on this condition, the TBD CBC and the modified, so TBD CBC and the modified NBF CBC would look and can be seen in this particular diagram. So, this is the condition, and we have imposed all these conditions of the TBD CBC one by one, like psi RF less than 2 RF, that is one condition in TBD CBC. So, equivalent condition NBF CBC is phi f. When the psi RF less than 2, the equivalent condition gets phi f tilde less than 1, and previously we have got RF less than equals to 0 or RF less than 0, then this is what you get, or TBD NBF CBC get you this information. So, there are conditions or equivalent conditions between the TBD CBC and NBF CBC. So, you got 3 different conditions here. One is this condition, this is one, then you get the information of this, and then you impose TBD CBC this condition, equivalent condition in NBF CBC, then we have imposed other TBD CBC condition and equivalent conditions in the NBF CBC. Now, we can see how this different mapping or one-to-one mapping can be plotted in the diagram, and that we will see in the next lecture, and we will stop here today and continue from there. Thank you.